Good afternoon, Mark Sudduth, HurricaneTrack.com here with your Hurricane and Hurricane HD video blog for the 7th of October, 2012. A look at the tropics today. Not a lot to talk about, but there is a notable increase in convection here way down south, though, along the intertropical convergence zone. An upper level low system here with an increase in convection. Then we have 97L and some convective activity in the Gulf. All of this might be associated very weakly with a slight uptick in the Madden-Julian oscillation. If we take a look at a different satellite perspective, you can see more convection down here in the eastern Pacific, a little bit associated with 97L, the upper level feature, and then over the Gulf of Mexico. So maybe we're starting to feel the MJO pulse just a little bit more. We'll talk more about that in tomorrow's update, much more in depth. As far as 97L right here goes, no worries with it, just bringing some scattered showers and thunderstorms, occasional gusty winds. I don't think this has much of a chance to develop. Upper level winds are going to be too strong out of the southwest, and this energy will get turned north eventually with this frontal system that's coming off the east coast. However, you folks in the Bahamas with boating interests need to be aware that this is out there. Strong gusty winds, the occasional lightning bolt with some of the pop-up thunderstorms that develop. Those can pose problems on a very localized basis, so just be aware of that. Looking at the computer model guidance that shows the ECMWF for today, this is valid out 72 hours, so this is on Wednesday. There's a weak little disturbance here associated with 97L. Insignificant, so don't even worry about it. You also see the Caribbean Sea and the Gulf completely free and clear of any development potential. At day 4, down here in the southeast Pacific, it looks like a disturbance tries to get going. This is definitely part of the MJO pulse that's basically moving out of the Pacific and across into the Atlantic Basin eventually, and I'll talk more about that tomorrow. At day 5, we see that disturbance in the East Pacific get a little bit better organized. Nothing here in the Caribbean or the Gulf or the Southwest Atlantic, nice and clear. At day 6 and day 7, we see that this system in the Pacific, the ECMWF, the Euro, developing it and moving it off generally to the west-northwest. It goes on by day 10 to be a pretty strong hurricane sitting out here, but no threat at all to the Mexican coastline, and of course, nothing going on in the Caribbean Sea either. We basically have a nice fall pattern shaping up with Canadian high pressure building in and holding a little bit more firm this time, so nights are going to be nice and cool, and your daytime temperatures mild, very pleasant October weather with no threat of any hurricanes anytime soon. As I said, tomorrow I'll go more in depth into the El Nino state, the state of the ENSO basically, what's going on with the El Nino Southern Oscillation. It really didn't come on as forecast. I want to dissect that and take a look at how it is going, as well as sea surface temperature anomalies in the Atlantic and what the MJO forecast is for the next couple of weeks. And we'll see if we can get through October without any problems. So far, for the first week, we have. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'm Mark Sudduth, HurricaneTrack.com. Always a pleasure and a privilege to produce these videos for you on Hurricane and Hurricane HD. And with that being said, I'll be back to do it again tomorrow.